Hello, friends. Thank you for joining me in a nice, slow yoga flow this evening. I'll give you a minute to grab a pillow or a meditation cushion like I have here, or you could use a folded blanket because we'll be seated. This evening's flow is quite gentle. The intention is to transition us from the work week into a slower pace, more grounded. Maybe you've been in front of the computer all day or running around. So now is the transition where we're going to just let all that go. We're going to do a nice, slow, almost a yin style practice, which means we're going to hold each pose for a couple breaths, much longer than you'd hold them in a power type yoga class. So grab your cushion, folded blanket, pillow. You might want a block or two. And also, I'm going to give us a nice long Savasana or corpse pose at the end of the video. So let me introduce myself first. I'm Dr. Christine Bradstreet, and I'm a retired chiropractor. I'm a 500-hour certified yoga teacher, and I've studied physical health and wellness and mindset and spirituality really my entire life. And so in this YouTube channel, we'll bring all those pieces together and really just help you lead your most authentic, happy, epic, fulfilled life possible. So we're going to start. So grab your pillow, have a seat on your mat. We're going to start with a quote from my book called Happy Ever After. And you can see more of that at happyeverafter.info. And our thought for today is, I'm one with the universe, and the universe is one with me, and that is enough. Meaning you are enough right now. You did enough today. You did enough this week. Everything you did was good enough. So go ahead and inhale your arms high above your head. Nice, slow, deep breath through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Slightly pursed lips, like you're blowing on hot soup. One more time. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, lower the arms. You're clearing the slate. You're wiping it clean. Inhale up, leaving behind the day. No thought about what happened earlier today or earlier in the week. And no concern about what's coming up this weekend. It's a clean slate. One more time, inhale your arms high. Imagine that you're gathering up a bounty of good vibes from the universe, gathering as many as you can hold in your arms. Bring them down to your third eye, or that area between your eyebrows. Just take a deep, relaxed breath and a quiet moment to ask the universe to share and reveal wisdom to you. The universe is cheering for you. It's on your side. Hands to heart center, and let's ask for discernment, the understanding, the wisdom to recognize the difference between divine wisdom and the ego. Divine wisdom is quiet. It's often delivered with a single word. The ego is loud. It changes, it argues, it defends, it justifies. Deep breath in, out like you're blowing on hot soup. Let's take ear to shoulder, right ear to right shoulder. Just a little added weight from your hand. You're not pulling on your head or neck. Just a little extra weight from the hand to deepen the stretch. Slow and steady breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. If you'd like, you can take a mudra with your hand. Thumb and index finger together. Hands up is for receiving. Hands down is for grounding. Switch left ear to left shoulder. I also like the peace signs mudra. The mudra is a yoga position for your hand, and it helps close the circuit. If you think of energy medicine, like acupuncture, the chi that travels through our bodies, through the energy meridians, you close the circuit when you hold a mudra. Again, to the right. If you get a minute after the video, you could leave a comment in the chat. What worked for you? What did you like with today's class? What improvements could you suggest? I'm very grateful for your patience as I learn the skill of live streaming on YouTube. It's all new for me. I see that you can see my microphone. I'm working on ways to get better music, better audio, and I have a new webcam arriving tomorrow, so I'll have better video quality after tonight's. Just look over the right shoulder. You can even actually give yourself a seated spinal twist. Twist to the right, look over the right shoulder. We're not chasing sensation, so don't twist so hard that you're stressing the joints or straining muscles to do that. If you feel a stretch, that's enough. That's all we need. Now we'll do the same to the other side. Excellent. Now go ahead and stand up. You can lose your cushion. Stand up, and we're going to do 3 sun salutations. So go ahead and stand, mountain pose at the top of your mat. Take a moment to feel how grounded and rooted your body is, how strong it really is. I know we sometimes don't feel strong, but your body does amazing things. Our bodies are miracles. We barely give them any credit whatsoever. Just feel how grounded and strong you are, like a sumo wrestler. You don't need to make a lot of noise and bluster. You're just strong. Go ahead and inhale your arms up high. Exhale, forward fold. Take a moment here, bend the knees a little bit so that you can really hang from the hips. You can take a ragdoll if you like. We'll go ahead and take a halfway lift, and then hands to mat, high plank to low. You can stay in a high plank with your knees off the mat or put them down. Slowly lower chaturanga into low plank. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk your dog out to stretch out the backs of the legs. And come to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Rise up mountain. Exhale, fold. We're just doing these 3 sun salutations, halfway lift, to wake up the body, come into high plank, limber up a little bit before we do our deep stretches. Lower to low plank, inhale, up dog or cobra, exhale, down dog. One more time, come to the front of your mat, inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, forward fold. Rise up mountain. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift and high plank to low. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And now you're going to step to the front of your mat and stay in crouch and curl. So you're on your toes. You're crouched into a tiny little ball. Tuck the chin. Close your eyes and visualize that your breath is expanding through your spine, through that area between your two shoulder blades. You know, our chests rise forward as we breathe. This time I want you to visualize the breath going through your back, shooting out to the universe, through your spine. Making space in the spine, making space between the shoulders, and getting a little stretch of the Achilles tendon and lower leg while you're at it. Okay, now we get to slow down and do those nice, deep, slow stretches I promised you. So come into a wide leg child's pose. Actually, that's why I'm wearing my unconventional yoga clothing in this video. This is more of a bedtime relaxation yoga. So knees are wide, spine is long. So I'm not curling forward. I'm lengthening my spine, reaching to the top of the mat with my fingertips, and then rest your forehead on the mat. Push toward the front of the room with your fingertips and toward the back of the room with your tailbone. Okay, come on up to a tabletop position. And we're going to do a sequence here to stretch out the hips and the spine. So we're going to come into a runner's lunge with right foot forward. My right hand is inside the right foot. Left knee is off the mat. The back heel is pointing to the back of the room, keeping a nice neutral spine in the neck. Now go ahead and drop that left knee onto the mat. Tuck the toes back under. Move that for you so you can see. And I'm inching my torso forward a little bit so I really feel a pull in the front of the left hip, the groin. So I'm pulling forward with my torso, but the left leg isn't moving. I call this the zombie drag, like the zombies on TV drag their dismembered bodies across the ground. Now we're going to come into a booty drop. So with booty drop, inch your left foot into the center of the mat. Pivot so that you're looking over your right shoulder and you're dropping your left hip down onto your mat. Go ahead and look over that right shoulder. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. Some of these poses, this one in particular, can really give a lot of sensation. Just breathe right into those tight areas. And don't force it. Pull out of it a little bit. Remember, tonight's practice is all about rest and relaxation. I know some of us are going to probably go to bed after this. This is a great bedtime yoga sequence. It won't get you all charged up and keep you awake. Okay, we're going to unwind from the booty drop. And you stay where you are. I'm going to turn and face the camera. But you're unwinding by pulling your legs together into shoelace. So your right thigh is stacked on top of the left. Heels are tucked in close to your bottom. This also can give a lot of intense sensation in the hips. If you can't get the leg down this low, that's fine. You can always tuck a little pillow or a rolled towel under there to make up the space. Bring the mat closer to your hip. And now phase 2 is we're going to take an arm bind. So right leg is on top. Right arm is going to come over the top. Left arm is going to come up to meet it as best as it can. A nice trick for this position, if you can't get your hands together, is to hold on to a kitchen towel or a belt or a tie. Hold it with each hand, and you can use that to help pull your hands closer together. Keep breathing. Excellent. Now we have a little fun way to unwind from this. Just lift your bum off the mat and pivot, 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 pivot until we come around. And now your left foot is forward for the runner's lunge. Left hand is inside the left foot. Right heel is pointing back to the back of the room. Yoga means union. Here in our country, if you ask people what yoga means, most people think of the exercises that you do on your mat. Yoga means union, union to the divine, union of mind and body, union of the divine within us to the physical. And that's really what you can attain on your mat. Go ahead and lower the right knee down and flatten out those back toes and lean forward a little bit. Zombie drag your right extended leg. So when we're on the mat, the goal of yoga or meditation is the union with the wisdom within us. That space where we have the answers, the space where we can shine as the best version of ourselves. And now we're going to drop into that booty drop. Oh, you just got a cameo by Greta. Right hip is down, looking over the left shoulder, hugging that left knee. This likely feels different from side to side. That's pretty common, but the more you do it, that will even out. Keep breathing into the nose, out through the mouth, slow and steady. And ideally, we're using abdominal breathing and not chest breathing. Okay, we're going to unwind from the booty drop by coming into shoelace. Here you can see it a little bit better on this side. So I have my left thigh stacked on top of the right, getting in as tight as you can. This is a great example of one of those positions that can feel very difficult at the beginning, but you'll make progress in it really quickly. If you practice this for a week, you'll be surprised how quickly it changes. Left leg is on top, left arm comes under, over, right arm under for the arm bind. We're only practicing together this evening for 30 minutes, but I did my best to get every part. We're going to hit them all. Waking up parts of your body that you probably didn't pay a lot of attention to today. Okay, you can release the arm bind, and we're going to release the legs. We're going to do a position called square. So you're facing the long side of your mat. Take your right lower leg and have that tibia, that shin bone, come right in alignment with the long side of your mat. And then take the left lower leg, tibia, shin bone, and place it on top. So it's a little bit of a cross-legged position, but your two lower legs are stacked on top of each other. And as you sit in this position, again, you can have some intense sensations in the hips in this position. Think of yourself very tall. The golden thread is pulling you from the top of your head up to the heavens. We'll just take some slow, steady breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. And if you like, you can take a mudra. Unfold from your square and just switch legs. So the left leg is on the bottom, right is on the top. Both are parallel or right in alignment with the long side of your mat. Spine is tall, chin is tucked just a tiny bit. Okay, unwind from your square. We're going to come into tabletop. We'll do thread the needle. So you're in a tabletop. We're going to inhale, right arm high up to the sky. Hold that twist just for a moment. And then exhale, thread that right arm under the left, right ear to the mat. Left hand reaches for the front of the room. Push yourself back into tabletop. And we will thread the needle on the opposite side. So left arm goes high. And exhale, your left arm right under the right. Left ear to mat. Come back to tabletop. We'll do a few cat and cow. Inhale as you drop the belly down to the mat and lift the chin. Exhale as you round. Go at your own pace. And now from tabletop, we're going to come into puppy dog or melting heart. Knees, hips are at a 90-degree angle. Melt your heart down to the mat. Push the fingertips forward. Rest your forehead or your chin on the mat. Return to tabletop. Now we'll do a single leg forward fold. So sit on your mat, right leg out in front, left leg tucked in. Spine is tall. Inhale, arms high, long spine. Hinge forward. You're aiming your chin to your shin. Aim for the pinky toe on that right foot. Think of yourself not only as bending forward, but getting longer. Push yourself back to seated and switch legs. Spine is tall. Inhale, arms high. Hinge forward from the hips. The long spine, reaching nose to toes, and then bend forward. Push yourself back up to seated. I promised you a little extra time in the Savasana, so this is where we will begin our Savasana. Go ahead and lie down on your back. If you'd like to, you can come into your Savasana or corpse pose right now. Or if you'd like, with me, you can take a supine spinal twist, drawing the right knee over the body, extending the right arm out to the side and gazing over the right hand. If you're in Shavasana now, just let the feet fall apart. Relax your hands open. Relax the space between your eyebrows. If you took the spinal twist, go ahead and switch to the other side, drawing your left knee across your body. Left arm extended up to your side, gazes over the left hand. Allow your body to melt into this. You're not forcing the twist. You'll find if you just relax right into it, that the tissues expand. And you'll eventually get deeper into the stretch. Now release your your twist, and we'll all meet in Shavasana. As you lie in Shavasana, I'd like you to envision a radiant blue light that's in union with the space between your eyebrows. I'm going to prepare myself to fall on my side and push myself to seated, but I invite you to stay in Savasana if that's what feels right to you. Thank you so much for doing yoga with me this evening. Before you sign off, please be sure to subscribe. And if you hit the bell, you'll get notifications when I go live or when a new video drops. I post a new pre-recorded video about once a week, and I've been going live frequently because this is how I best like to do yoga with my friends. Spend time with my friends all around the world. All right, my friends, have a peaceful evening. Thank you for being here, and I will see you soon on the mat. Namaste.